Good evening. Happy middle of the week day. Heading into Blur's Day, I believe we are. So we're transitioning because we finished the fable books. Not that more fables won't be written, because I got a feeling they will be. But I decided to start reading some of my other work tonight. And this one was for a contest on Vocal Media, which I did not win, sadly. Would have been nice, because it was a money contest. Anyway, this is about a song. The contest was to write about the song that gets you through the rough times. This was before the whole COVID-19 thing just took us down to the mattresses, right? So I wrote about the song that does that for me. And I figure that now's the time to really share it with you. Now, at the end of this, I'm going to give it my best shot. I hope that technology is feeling like benevolent towards me. And I'm going to try and play this song. We shall see how that works out. It may not work on the first try, but I am not afraid to look silly, as you may have noticed. So this one goes out to the magnificent, and also, I should have started out with this, it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and Deirdre Flint is not just an incredibly talented, funny, moving, and amazing songwriter. Deirdre Flint is a teacher, and it is Teacher Appreciation Week, and that is why this is the first piece that I'm reading from the real side of things outside of my books. So Deirdre, and to all the teachers out there, I love you. Deirdre started as a songwriter by going to a summer camp, a summer music camp, where she wanted to learn how to play the guitar and write songs to teach kids. But what she really did was she taught all of us some really amazing lessons. And I will link to her in the comments. So it's the end of another seemingly endless day that's basically identical to so many that came before it, that the only tangible difference seems to be who I did the favor for, rescued, or listened to, when all I wanted to do was grieve for who I thought I would be by now. I'm happy being the human hub for getting people what they need, from comfort food, jobs, or ride to work. I know the names of all the homeless people in my area because it's important for people to know that you know their names. When someone needs an ear, it's usually mine, and I love to foster that. What I didn't recognize was that I was burying myself in altruism to deflect from a marriage where my husband had completely checked out after 4 kids. It was a life of endless servitude, so that I could feel like I mattered to someone. Anyone. Then I went on an assignment for the New York Times to do a feature on a Philadelphia area songwriter, Deirdre Flint. I had all my queries lined up, and then she did her song, Did You? And it asked a simple series of questions, and in doing so, it became my song. The answer for me to all of the questions was, I did. It's not a fancy song, or even a famous one. The first time I heard it, she was practicing for a set. Just Deirdre, her acoustic guitar, sitting there spilling my inner life into a hot mic. In case you're wondering how you know when it's your song, I believe it's when you hear it and you start looking around to see if people are staring at you. Like it's some surreal TV show situation where they secretly bug your life and then play it back to you in the form of a ballad. Another working day is done, a day, a week, a year is gone, and every breath you're further from the one you meant to be. I'd love to be able to say that that song saved me the night I first heard it. I'd like to report that it snapped me back to who I was, but the truth is, that it didn't have that kind of power. The power that it has, was to be there for me thousands of times over a 20-year span as I clung to being the helper and never helped myself until it was nearly too late. You can't recall the moment when that someday turned to could have been. But a weak voice in you now and then asks, what became of you? My dream was simple. I wanted to marry a man who would never cheat, abuse, and leave like my father did. It was to never be divorced, no matter what, but to always find some way to make his life so good that he would never want to leave. I became a children's author, a chess teacher, the mom of every wayward teen and lost soul. Anything he ever wanted, I found some way to help him make happen. His dreams came true, and then he called them nightmares, and he blamed me for getting the fulfillment order all wrong. A dream so loaded down with hope, it never would have flown. But would the fall hurt this much as this never having known? Whenever I got frustrated with my life, I'd get angry at the song, and I'd consider putting it out of my mind until I started to sing the refrain, which is, it's the game changer. Did you stop believing just short of your miracle? Did you think that a dream come true was the right of someone else? Did you raise a white flag when you knew you had a prayer left? Did you give more chances to a stranger than yourself? Like me? I did. Did you? See, right there, at that moment when her voice gets light and wistful, as she lets me know that she's paying it forward to me so that I can pay it forward to you. Right there, that's where it becomes your song. After 30 years, 4 sons, and more emotional beatdowns than anyone should be able to endure, my ex-husband abruptly called it quits just weeks before our 30th wedding anniversary. And he walked away, as if the entire 3 decades had never happened. My white flag was in tatters from having waved for so long, but it was there, and so was I. It was maybe the worst miracle in the history of miracles, but it was mine. I didn't know for a year, but now I know. It was my miracle. People ask me how I came through it all and still had what it took to go back out into the world looking for my next miracle, knowing that a dream come true is also my right. And I don't often tell them my story. I just play them their new song. I will. Will you? Let's see how this goes. See if technology is my friend. Alexa, play Deirdre Flint, Did You?
Playing Did You from your library on Amazon Music.
Another work a day is done, a day, a week, a year is gone, and every breath you're further from the one you meant to be. You can't recall the moment when that someday turned to could have been, but a weak voice in you now and then asks what became of me. A dream so loaded down with hope it never would have flown. But would the fall hurt this much as this, never having known? Did you stop believing just short of your miracle? Did you think a dream come true was the right check, you weave the victory crown. Think how far you could have gone if you had who to cheer you on. But the words you say when you're alone dig in and drag you down. From time to time you still replay the moment drives you mad. You turn back moments from the top, lost the chance you had. Did you stop believing just short of your miracle? Did you think a dream come true was the ride to someone else? Did you wave a white flag when you knew you had prayer left? And did you give more chances to a stranger than yourself? Like me, I did. Did you? Ah, ah. No explanation to some things we do, but I sure would like to know why so many of us learn to fly from those who clipped their own wings long ago. Like me, I did. Did you? Did you?
Yeah. I hope it's your song now, for all the right reasons. Thank you, Deirdre. Thank you to every single teacher. And thank you all for being here tonight. Tomorrow night, new territory. Thank you for being with us.